Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter World Iceborne stream. It is the weekend, and this is pretty much a late night stream. Let's go ahead and get started. The goal of today's stream is to work on crafting a good elemental light bowgun. We weren't doing this in the past. The main reason was we didn't have the Silverlos Armor set yet, and so there wasn't really a strong reason to build any of the elemental light bowguns until we had Silverlos Armor. Well, now we have it. So let's go ahead and take a look at which light bowguns we want. Preferably the ones that do all the damage. Elemental light bowguns. Where are they? Here they are. Alright. And let's see. Garugas for Pierce. Normal Shot. Paolumu. What is this? Glavenus? Bazilgus, Great Jagras, Tigrex Tree. Okay, Rathalos Tree, I believe, was good for Fire Element, was it not? 3 shots of Flaming. Recoil of 3, Rapid Fire. Okay, 3 shots. How's it going, everyone? You hear what's getting a developer's distry next week? Did you mean diary? I think Fans Perspective is saying that we're getting a developer diary next week. That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds great. So the attack is 351, affinity of 20%, and it has fire ammo. We actually do want this one. Where do we craft it from? Wow, all the way from the ore tree. Well, let's just get it started. Let's see how far we go. Daniel says, what would you recommend for each element? The strongest. Yesterday we were using Hunting Horn. I did some, what was it, Tempered Teostra soloing, and it had me questioning how good the horns were. I presumed that the hunting horns were much stronger than the base game, but actually, if you watched the previous stream, it took me like 30 minutes to clear Tempered Teostra, and part of that's probably just because I'm bad, but then it took me only 17 minutes to clear him with the hammer. Had me raising my eyebrows a little bit. Anthony Tran says, who is Frosty? Why is there a dowry? Frosty's dowry. I changed that because of a little fun event we're having in the Discord, basically. I'm sorry, I didn't explain that, did I? Frosty's dowry. Two people are getting married in the Discord, but one of them doesn't know he's getting married. It's kind of like a forced, it's like an arranged marriage. Okay. And the person who's in the arranged marriage who doesn't know he's getting married off, his name is Frosty. So we have Frosty's dowry. Oh, look at that. We built the whole thing right here. We had all the parts. That's amazing. That never happens. We just have the bowgun now. Well, that was easy. It never goes that easy. That was very easy. Now we have the bowgun. Okay, let's go put together a Silver Rathalos build then. Let's get out of here. I can think clearer over here by the quest board. Frosty is a guy who likes frosting. Nope. Yes. I'll remove all those. And then we're going to go, oops, not customize. Well, we do actually have to customize the bowgun. Let's get it done. Get her done. Let's see. Flaming ammo, we got to bring down this recoil. Oh, wow. We needed a lot of that. And then what do we got left? Recoil. Doesn't really help. That doesn't really help. Deviation's not important to me. Close range is important. Evading reload. I feel like you would only want to use that if you had to use that. You know what I mean? Probably just the Wyvern Blast mod, though. Fans Perspective says, a little fun. This is a big thing, very important. Pretty much. It's a very serious arrangement. Alright, let's see what we got. Who was even the first person to tell me they were getting married? Someone's like, they're getting married. Heyo! Anthony Tran. Thank you so much, Anthony. Dude, that's very generous. 30 bucks. It's actually quite a lot. Frosty now has a far more respectable dowry. Wallamanga will be so pleased. Shadow Khan says, what do you think of the Resident Evil crossover? I think it looks really fun. I almost made a news video that day, but you know, I decided this will be old news in like 24 hours. So I haven't done it. Can't decide if I want to do it. I still could, actually, but I don't know. I think I'd rather be working on a guide. I like doing the news, but there's a limit to how many news videos I can make. Alright, so if we're building true crit element, we don't care about crit boost, and we care a lot about... Oh, look at that. We even... Oh, that's the fire resistance term. We care a lot about... affinity. There we go. I said it. Sometimes being live and thinking do not go together. So let's see. We have 3 levels of crit boost. Where's that coming from? Because we do not need that. We have 5 levels of crit boost? So the chest, the arms, and the waist all give crit boost? Oh, okay. We don't need the arms. Hold on. Hold the phone. Sort this by rarity real fast. Okay, let's try that again. Maybe we'll have slightly less. Alright, so now we have 3 pieces coming from the chest and the coil. What do the legs actually give here? Slinger capacity? I don't think that's useful. Oh. Do we have a much better chest, maybe? This crit eye is pretty good. It's tempting. Focus, guard, speed eating, latent power, agitator. Send Frosty your soft hand Jenkins. Was that from you, fans' perspective? I got the soft hand Jenkins packages today. Shiitake mushrooms and vinegar mushrooms. The vinegar mushrooms were leaking, unfortunately. I put them in the fridge, though. I was like, I'll try them. I ain't scared. I ain't scared of a little leakage. I ain't gonna get down and funky if you're scared of a little leakage. Silver Soul Greaves is already pretty efficient. It gives you slinger capacity, which you don't need. This is really inefficient. It just gives you 1 giant decoration slot. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to go with Kirin jacket here. Would you recommend nRyG armor for this as an alternative? No, I would not. I do not think I would. As much as I would like to. Alright, so we need free element ammo up first. Let's see where it's hiding. Sorry you guys have to watch me do this live. It used to be really fast to do this. So we've got a satiated free element ammo up, and then we have 5 of the large decorations. Interesting. Fill up these large decoration slots. We need 3 levels of it. And that looks like it's it. So we're going to use this last big slot for satiated release jewel. No, it's not mine. I'll send you mine if you make me mods, though. Joking, I know you already offer me. It's like, I'll pay you. Well, wait a second. Alright, so the next best skill is probably going to be Crit Eye. Okay, and put Crit Eye right in here. We're at Crit Eye 5. We want 2 more levels of Crit Eye. Expert. Wait, what? Oh, we have these other options, huh? Well, hold on. Let me make sure. Crisis, Friendship, Satiated, Stone Thrower, Sprinter, Refresher, Jump, Grinding, Fungiform, Guardian. Now we'll just take the small. Okay. So far we have Crit Eye 7, Fire Attack 5. Ooh, you know what we haven't done? We haven't actually tested to know how high Fire Attack goes up. Time to go! Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and put on... Let's put on Weakness Exploit before we do this test. Time to go to the training room. Alright, so there's our Weakness Exploit. The last thing really we would build is Health Boost, to be honest. We have our Weakness Exploit, Crit Eye 7, Fire Attack, Free Element Ammo up. But whether or not we need that much Fire Attack is actually a big deal, because we could use the Charm slot for Free Element. We're going to the training area. Training area? Wasn't it called the training room? I can't remember. How was Joker? Oh, I haven't watched it yet. I could have watched it today. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow. Oh, fans is saying he's watched it. I liked it. Its tone. It was really unique. And no mass shootings even occurred. It's amazing. All right, here we are. Let's see. So that's 65. Pretty consistently hitting 65. And what we need to know, we're going to have to take that off actually. Let's put on, I tell you what, let's put on the crit eye jewel. Decoration jewel. Where's crit eye? Oh god. Oh god, why does this work the way that it does? It's so... I complain about this every stream now because there's so many decorations to fill. There's just too many now. Alright, so we knew that... Let's go to Blaze. In the base game, you would take your elemental decorations, at least to level 2. You could take them to level 3. That's what you could do. You take them to level 3. And now we want to know what happens if you take it beyond 3. So first of all, let's check to see what kind of difference there is between 2 and 3. So at 3, we're hitting what? That's a 62. You'll notice that's actually not very much damage. 65 to 62 is not much. Take this off real fast. Ooh, that's a 57. That's a huge difference right there. So 57 is a big jump in damage. I mean, you're talking per bullet. So that's 57. One more level. 57 to 62. That's like 5 more damage per shot. Alright, so that's a nice big jump. What if we take on another level? How are we going to do this? Oh, God. Why do they do this to me? Here it is, Blaze. So this is, what is this? 4 levels of Blaze? Okay, that's 4 levels. 62 to what? 63, that's hardly any change at all. So at level 4, there was almost no change. And then we need to bring it up to level 5. Okay, see that's what we're already wearing. So this is a level 5. We've gone from 62 to, what was the previous number? I don't remember. Okay, so we're hitting 65 now. That's really not that much. That's 2 more levels. And then let's bring it up 1 more level. Tell you what, all we have to do really is drop this release decoration and grab another Blaze. Alright, so now we're maxed out at level 6 fire attack. Alright, let's see what we get. Ah, we didn't get any change at all, in fact. So actually, I think 3 levels of fire attack is all you need. So we're going to take this off, this off, this off, this off, and this off. And surprisingly, or maybe unsurprisingly, we're actually going to use... Where is it? Here it is, Razor Sharp. We're going to use Razor Sharp. Excuse me. In the charm slot, because this is going to increase our damage more than the fire attack charm, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Alright, and then we're going to... We have such a small clip of ammo that adding even just a little more ammo to it is a bigger priority. Alright, expert. This is going to be expert. Alright, and then we have these 2 medium decoration slots. And no health boost. We have no health boost right now. So we have Razor Sharp Charm, True Crit Element, Crit Eye, Windproof, Free Element Ammo Up. So the Ammo Up's giving us 4 shots. Spare Shot's giving us an even larger clip than that. The problem we're running into now is... I say we go for health boost. I don't know. Let me think about it. So really all we need is Fire Attack 3 from what I was seeing. And we don't have any special Fire Attack Giant decorations. Let's go back to Health Boost then. Latent Power might be nice. think the latent power would actually help us get even more. So we can drop 1 level of crit eye. Yeah, I think that would be fine, actually. Well, how much is 1 level of crit eye again? I don't know. It's changed now, right? Ooh, the last level of crit eye brings it up by 10%. So really, with that last level of crit eye being so meaningful, you don't want to give it up. I'm actually going to give up that level blaze. Let's see how much damage we're doing per shot. David Larson says, oh man, the Brute Tigris Grey Sword is so nice. I didn't find it possible to run with Master's Touch, but it absolutely works. I didn't find it possible, but it absolutely works. It looks amazing as well. Carrying a Brute Tigris jaw on your back feels good too. That's what I was suspecting, David. I had a strong suspicion. So let's see. So that's down from dealing 65 damage per shot, which is actually a fair increase. If only there was a more efficient way to get this all on. Gameconomist, do we need the armor, talon, and claw anymore? I would say you don't need the defense. So if you go over to your items, there's a funny question you've asked me. You'll see I've only got power charm and power talon, and that's all. I don't really care about the defense charm and the defense talon, and that's because they kind of eat up 2 slots of your item inventory or your item loadout. And your item loadout, in my opinion, is kind of nice to have a few freed up slots for gathering items. Excuse me. Having a little drink there. Maestro says, how are you, man? I'm doing all right. How's it going? How's it going, Maestro? So then what do you guys think here? What do you guys think? Ammo up and razor sharp spare shot, or hear me out, more fire attack. Fire attack goes up at level 3. It jumps to 62 damage on that first hit, that first proc. Here, watch. Let's do this. So that's 100 damage in 1 bullet. Okay, so that's 100 damage. We could give up razor sharp and take fire attack. Now this means you reload more often, but you're doing 130 damage per shot. Fire attack might actually still be a better option. One, 2, 3, 4. Versus maybe having 5 or 6 shots before you have to reload. But it's actually probably going to average out to about 5 shots every time you have to reload. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, look at there. I had to reload anyways. The pole is not a good thing to test on. No, actually, I disagree. So the pole, you're correct. It won't have the same hit zone values as perhaps the monster that I fight. But the pole, the hit zone values on the pole don't change while you're testing. So if you think of it in a vacuum, you're only having to test what the bullet does to the pole with spare shot on versus what the bullet does to the pole with fire attack on. So it is true when you actually take it out in the field, it will do different damage output to the monster, but you're still able to compare the same weapon against itself on that pole. Does that make sense? You're still able to compare a weapon against itself. Fans Perspective says, I think Silverlos Alpha have fire attack built in. Oh, good point, Fans Perspective. Dang, dude. I didn't build that, though. I didn't build this, the alpha version. Definitely gonna have to look into that. I think for now we're going to play with the Blaze Charm on, actually. Even though, even though only 3 levels of fire attack matter. But those 3 levels bring it, the first 3 levels bring it up quite a lot. So I feel like it's still worth it. What are you hunting with your build? What are you doing? We don't know yet. We'll hunt something in a moment. The pole is not affected by elemental damage. That's not true. Pole is in fact affected by elemental damage. Are you doing any convention meetup like LA Comic Con? Nope. It's going just how you'd expect it to go right now. I'm just trying to enjoy some Monster Hunter. Ah, yes. I've always been confused by the way elemental bullets do. So does the initial hit do elemental damage or only the subsequent piercing ones? I'm sure it does elemental damage the moment it lands. K's Dio says it obviously is affected by it. Did you not see the increase in damage? So he's talking about when I was adding fire attack to the weapon, you noticed that the damage went up. We can meet up in Discord. That's right. Column of Froggers like, finally, light bowgun. Heck yeah, light bowgun. Light bowgun is really a nice weapon, guys, because if you're doing like elemental damage builds, you can really chill back and do a lot of damage. And it's very similar to Pierce. And you just chill back and do damage, not worry about everything so much. Let your teammates do all the work. Let's take a look at the Alpha Silverlos armor set, because there may be some select pieces of the armor set that you want to have the Alpha version just in this, for this case in particular. Forge equipment, armor. Here we go. So the head is windproof fire attack. Yeah, but the you lose out on the giant decoration slot and the large decoration slot. So, how about this? Crit boost fire attack. That's actually much better. Taking the 2 levels of fire attack and still getting a small decoration slot. So what you've effectively done is you've traded out this giant decoration slot for 3 small decoration slots. So you're getting 2 levels of fire attack and a leftover small decoration slot. So if you have a fire weapon, you might actually use this chest piece and have the Garuga legs down here. And what about this? So this is roughly the same. Okay, so it's just the chest then. And in order to take real advantage of that, we would need 4 Silver Rathalos Fellwing and 4 Silver Rathalos Cortex. So we gotta farm the heckins out of this guy in order to get that alpha chest. Really interesting, because at that point we'll trade the chest in and we'll take out the Garuga legs, and maybe we'll find a way to still have spare shot in the build. So we'll have fire attack level 3 and spare shot. I don't know, it's not like we're... Might be slightly more efficient, yeah. We might be able to get a little bit more fire. What are we running right now, though? This is not bad. Your favorite ammo or charm, question mark? My favorite ammo or charm? Handicraft. Handicraft charm. Nothing can stop the handicraft charm. Alright, let's go ahead and choose our mantles. Fireproof mantle. How about temporal mantle? You know what? I should be putting decorations in these mantles, but I'm so tired of them not having decorations that I just don't care. Here it is. Light Bowgun, Nether Salvo. What is the Nether Salvo? We're going to overwrite Nether Salvo, I think. We've got Argent Ray instead, and this is a fire attack build. So let's go fight a monster weak to fire damage. Was watching the last stream, didn't realize you were live. It's kind of a strange time to be live, isn't it? It's nighttime. So let's see, let's jump to the tough monsters. Both of these guys are strong against fire. They're weak to water and thunder. Brute Tigrex. Namielle I know is weak. Where's Namielle? Namielle is 3-star weakness to fire. Who else is weak to fire? Black Veil Valhazak. Valhazak used to be weak to fire. It says 2 stars now. So don't know how to feel about that. And it looks like his hit zone values are really tough too. Velkhana's weak to fire. Acidic Glavenus is weak to fire. That's good. I like that. So those are some good options. Shrieking Legiana is weak to fire. Okay, there you go. We got some good options. Bariath is weak to fire as well. We got some good options. Beatotus is weak to fire. So actually quite a few of the ice monsters are weak to fire. Very good. So I say we fight Velkhana. What do you guys think? Velkhana, Namielle? Yeah, you guys are allowed to post your best Velkhana Namielle quests. They can be tempered or non-tempered, but make sure that they're 4-player with lots of rewards. Let's see what I have starting us out. Here's a Slay Namielle for 5. Oh, keep in mind we can only faint one time, everyone. So if you're watching, we got one faint. Do not faint. Let's go ahead and we're going to grab the waterproof mantle, right? Waterproof mantle. Didn't think you were going to use it. Now you are. I could just put waterproof on here probably as well. Protection, protection. There it is, Divine Blessing. On page 5. I should start to memorize this crap. That's how bad this is. There's an event quest right now to fight against both Velkhana and Namielle. That's an interesting thought. Gameconomist, I just watched The Joker this evening. I like it. The tone was well done, and I like how they connect it to the comic as well. Oh, very cool. Why don't you spoil the ending for us? No, I'm just kidding. What would be your favorite Monster Hunter crack ship? Is that what you meant to say, crack ship? I don't know what that means. Let's grab all these. Let me ask a question with another question. How are you able to accuse me of corruption when you're the corrupt one? I'm just messing with you. Alright, so we got Orange, Pop, Plays, and Victor. Poor Mexican man. What a name, what a name. Let's go ahead and eat for lifeguard, right? Namielle's thick. Probably agree with that. Somebody else probably already ate for safeguard, but that's okay. I'll eat for it as well. Spoiler, we live in a society. Society did it. Society made him crazy. Oh, man. Ooh, you know what sounds good? Ramen noodles. Some junky dollar ramen noodles. Lisa says, where's your Poogie? Poogie? What's a Poogie? No, I'm just kidding. I never touch. I never do anything with the Poogie. Ever. Dude, spoiler warning. You ruined it, fan. If you could add 3 monsters to Monster Hunter World, what would they be? 3 monsters. Valstrax, Khezu, and Congalala. There you go. Done and done. Come on there, Victor. Victor, I know you want to start up. Hit that start button, Victor. What are your thoughts about Reijang? Reijang will give you that hot Reijang banana. Oh, okay. Wait for me to hit that button. We're on our way. All right, moment of truth. How do you guys... Oh, wait, we didn't put together an item loadout. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. That's okay. We should be able to put one together right away. Alejandro Heleno says, I feel like eating ramen right now. I want authentic ramen. I think I'd rather eat that rather than the well, I know I'd rather eat that rather than the packaged ramen. If you shop around studiously, you can sometimes find really high quality packaged ramen. Stuff that doesn't taste like the, you know, like there's more expensive versions. Alright, we're heading back. We're getting the frick out of here. What's up? How's your night going? How's it going, Dark Lord Pongo? My night is going nightly. Let's see. Probably we want... Is it ice ammo? Nope. Well... Do I not have a blaze? Yeah, guess I don't have a blade to load out. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this then. No problem. And we're going to go ahead and grab... Probably won't use sticky ammo, just the flaming ammo. Oh, we can use poison 1 and 2. That's nice to know. Oh, we don't get any elements. That's a disappointment. And that's all there is to it, huh? Just here for the fire ammo. Fire herb it is. How's it going, Entrenal? He says hi. Shout. What? Get rid of this. Flaming ammo. Oops, I chose 1 by 1. Who cares? I like me some dollar yakisoba. Yeah, if you like diarrhea. I'm just kidding. Why am I so mean? Mushroom. I'd just say mushroom. Alright. Crack Ship is a fan fiction where the relationship is something you never expected and weird, like, for example, Ray Zhang x Diddy Kong. What? How's it going, Richard Cleary? You guys see that Resident Evil crossover? Please, can we have that zombie animation permanently? Let's grab this real fast. Do you think Fatalism will make a return or nah? What was his name? Wasn't Fatalism. It was, I can't remember his name. I think there's a fair chance for him to return, but it's only a speculation right now. Oh, alright. So let's get our hot flaming ammo. And let's blast this guy up. How well will we do? We're playing Call of Duty style now. Our whole job is to just chill back here and not die. Get the damage on. Doesn't matter that he's in the air, we can shoot him all the same. 1 life, everyone, be careful. Lots of rewards if we win. Rewards all around. Ooh, look at those damage numbers. Ooh, those are good damage numbers. You guys keep them injured, I'll get those damage numbers the whole time. Woo! Love to see how much damage I'm doing total. Because that's some very consistent damage. Like, I'm just chilling up back here, shooting over and over and over and over. Nothing's stopping me, no interruptions. I'm about to be interrupted right here, though. Oh, he missed, huh? Guess I was too far back for him. Oh, this is too easy almost. Good job on the flint shot. Teammates doing their jobs well. See, everyone's got a role to play. He's got a war. Fatalis, thank you. I was like, Fatalism, that doesn't sound right. I played Fatalis, like, I think once in GU. And he seemed alright, but just alright, really. So it's hard to tell if he'll come back, to tell you the truth. Because you notice they didn't bring back everybody. They just brought back some monsters from the game. And I feel like they brought back some monsters that were very easy to bring back, actually, you know? So it's a question mark whether Fatalis will come back. And all we can do is speculate. Getting out as much damage as we can. And we are just pumping that damage out, really. He has not interrupted us even once. I mean, he did with the roar, but that was it. Actually, would like his tail to be... His tail's taking good damage from me, so I actually would like to be wounded if possible. Oh, no. No! Go ahead and put on this wireproof mantle. Waterproof mantle. Alright, wish me luck. Oh, and I got knocked off right away. Ooh, what the hell? A bullet like fired at this weird ass angle. Alright. I wanted it. Ow. Remove this nullberry. We don't want to be KO'd. Did I say remove this nullberry? I meant use the nullberry to remove the thunderblight. Talking in crazy speak right now. Wow, look at that damage. When it heads through the tail, it just wrecks him. Time to inject you with the JoJo joke. Joe Taro versus Bracadios. Only I could laugh at that appropriately. I watched an episode of JoJo yesterday night. It was okay. The show has a really interesting style to it. Very, very exaggerated. Humorous. I don't know, it was kind of weird, like almost gay actually. It's like all these guys flexing or something. Whoa, there's a knockdown. Keep shooting. Man, we have done nothing but shoot this fire ammo. He would. Oh, so much for those mines. Maybe I shouldn't take that mod even. Take the mod that increases my critical range. Then I could shoot him from really far away. Dio! JoJo is very gay. JoJo is mega gay. Just kind of noticed it yesterday night. I was like, man. Not a lot of ladies, mostly just dudes flexing. I was like, I don't know about this. They're trying to turn the frickin' frogs gay. Something like that, right? Woo! Look at those damage numbers, guys. Those are some good damage numbers. We're almost out of fire ammo already. And fire herb as well. Oh, that was a nice flinch. We caused that. Dude, so much damage on this guy. We have just been doing non-stop, uninterrupted damage to this guy. A lot of men, but no women. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I noticed that. Alright, we're almost out of ammo, actually. Doubt he needs some parts injured again. What timing? Whoa, it holds so much poison ammo. I didn't notice that before. That's a huge clip of poison ammo. Namielle armor is sick. Too bad it's useless. Did he kiss someone? What? Who kissed someone? In part 6, the main character is a woman. You're not supposed to tell me that. Did he just ruin it for me? That sounds kind of like stuff I'm not supposed to know. Alright, let's see. You can now eat again. Wunderbar. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So he went this way, huh? Where is he? He's beneath us still, huh? We're gonna throw him in a wall. Boop. He got thrown into a wall. Kind of wasted that knockdown, didn't I? Ooh, part broken. Nice job, guys. We're definitely getting this kill. He's in trouble. Oh, darn, I missed the opportunity to actually hit that. Yeah, that's too bad. No, that's okay. How's it going, John Doe? 4 days till Raging. That's right. Raging countdown. That's too bad. Namielle is a pretty colorful, like Splatoon. Hey guys, remember the time a mysterious person with pink hair got absolutely destroyed by... What? Oh man, my character's out of breath. He's been running too much. How is it going for me? It's okay. Nothing too exciting. Playing this game a lot. Playing a lot of Monster Hunter. We had a huge audience last night. We had like 900 people watching last night. Today is not as busy. 362. Wonder what it's all based on. Maybe it's just you know, just depends on what's on TV or what other people are streaming. Maybe. Yeah, we had a huge audience last time. Let's go ahead and drop these mega barrel bombs. Put on this rocksteady mantle. Who are we waiting on? We ain't waiting on anybody now. We're just gonna start damaging him. Oh, that would have been cool if the counter mod actually landed. It's like, I want to be sure you hit the wall. Maybe because it's late time. Maybe. Yesterday it was late night as well. In fact, it was really late yesterday. We had the stream go on extra long. We went for like 4 hours. And there he goes. We were never even close to getting knocked out. We were all doing too well. Wow, so it felt good. The fire ammo felt like it was doing plenty of damage. Feels a little bit like you strongly benefit from teammates who keep the monster wounded, though. Just wanted to mention that. We're having the wedding in the Discord at the moment. Is Frosty back? Frosty's not back. I don't see him. I see everyone in the music channel though. The only thing more insane than a nRyG is my fan fictions. Oh my god. Do your think Namielle smells like fish? Namielle smells like a lady's smooch. Can you do Shara Ishvalda? I don't know. Can I do Shara Ishvalda? John Doe says, it's great that you're starting to average out 300 to 500 viewers. It'll be 1,000 soon. Actually, we've been doing better than 300 to 500. I think that today's stream is unusually short with just 380. Normally, almost all my streams are hitting 500. And yesterday's was 900. It was nuts. But yeah, it's a good feeling, man. We got a pretty consistent audience going. Have you heard nRyG's new theme? It's amazing. I haven't heard it yet. I don't want to spoil myself. David Larson says, I'm hoping for a new monster soon, mostly as challenging as Behemoth or even harder, though I doubt we will get it with the Resident Evil 2 update. They advertised it in a goofy Halloween way, so doubt it. Yeah, I was feeling kind of the same way, but you never know. You know, when they advertised The Witcher DLC, seemed like we were just getting Geralt, some voice acting, and maybe like a fun quest or two that already included a monster in the game. Because they didn't specify, you know, the Ancient Lesson. And then look at it. We got the Ancient Lesson. So you never know. We could get a Resident Evil monster, or maybe it's just, you know, maybe it's just what you think it is. You don't know with them because they hide it, apparently. They don't want you to know. So let's see. This build did fairly well. I felt like I was consistently pumping out a lot of damage. I'd love to test it out on Velkhana now. Wait, maybe we already have a good Velkhana. Frosty is back in the music channel. Wait. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, hold on. Thank you for letting me know, because I gotta update his roles. He got a special role and it's not showing up. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is. Ah, yes. Okay, here we go. Alright, I updated his role so that it actually shows up on the sidebar now. Alright, there you go. So you check that out in the Discord. Let's go to post quest. Actually, let's go to join quest first. Make sure nobody else posted anything too valuable. We could help out Horcry Snowfletcher with this. Viper Tobi-Kadachi. It's got the tempered berry in it. Let's go for it. We'll help him. Faint 2 times. Manage items. Let's grab our new little fire loadout here. So far in Iceborne, which monster is your favorite to fight? There's a lot of good fights in Iceborne. My favorite's probably Velkhana because it has 3 stages and is the most complicated. Not complicated, but like, there's the most to it. A lot of fights are just kind of straightforward. Pound on the monster for a while, you're done. Oh look, it's the Chadmiral. He is much taller than me. That's why he gets all the ladies. If you didn't know, the Chadmiral is exactly 6 foot tall. And I am 1 inch under that. And you can see the difference. According to the timeline that Capcom put out, there's supposed to be a new monster introduced in November. That's when the Resident Evil and the first Horizon Zero Dawn event happens. So one of the events could be carrying a new monster in it. We don't know. But you know what? I would bet it would be Resident Evil. If I had to guess, it would be Resident Evil. Alright, let's go ahead and have a meal. Did you play The Last of Us? Nope, I did not. I have not played The Last of Us. You like that fan's perspective? That's his new special role. Yeah, that's too funny. Jump back to the live stream. Sorry, I should be focusing on the live stream here. Wait, so Hunter hadn't even left on this quest. I thought maybe he was already in quest. He's just waiting for us. What light bowgun is this? This is the Silver Rathalos light bowgun. And it is, I believe it's the best light bowgun for fire damage. I believe that's what I had concluded the last couple of times we'd looked. Oh, everyone's ready. A new monster is coming December, not November. That's what I think I am agreeing. I thought that's what I had read as well. It was in December. How's it going? It's 2:05. He says, what's up, stream? I've been missing out on the last few. How could you do that to me? You're missing out on the last few? No. We do not accept this. Boop, 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 boop. Got some cards over there I could open if I wanted. Some Pokemon. Ooh, we never fight on the Hoarfrost Reach. So how ironic. This is their main new place and I don't even spend that much time on it. Oh, you know it's that time. Who's everyone fighting first? I guess I'll go for this guy first. You going down, Banbaro? He called my mother a and I'm just going to wreck him now. Can't talk about my mommy this way. Resident Man, I meant Rocksteady. Talking too much about Resident Evil, guys. Alright, we got everything we came for. Let's go ahead and start getting the damage on him. Ouch. There we go. Trying to shoot you in the head. Change up the pace. Open cards right now. I thought about opening cards on my main channel. You know, in the last video, one of the things I did differently was, in the last card opening video, I didn't reveal all those cards that come with the packs, because I kind of discovered on eBay you could sell those codes for like actually a decent chunk of money, like 10 bucks maybe. So I figured that out, and I mentioned, you know, I don't even know if people are using these in these videos, so I'm just going to not offer them, and then I'm going to be able to sell them on eBay. And then that video got like 10 dislikes. It's like, oh, I see how it is. So there were people watching just to collect those codes. And now they're mad. They're so mad, they're like, I'm going to leave you a dislike now. It's like, wow, they were free. How can you be mad at me? Those are my codes. Think I'm going to watch this without free codes? I can understand why they would be watching for the free codes too. I didn't realize they were so valuable. Wait, I didn't actually remove the blight. No, nobody's weakening his head. Might have to be us to do it. Ah, darn. Darn. I hope you get 1 mil next month. 1 mil? 1 mil what? Just because the timeline says new monster in December doesn't mean it's still not possible for the Resident Evil to have that monster. It could be like, maybe they released the Resident Evil at the end of November, and then there's another event for Resident Evil in the beginning of December, so that's still possible. Ooh, I dodged it. Usually dodges are not that lucky. Do you think the snowball effect will start really kicking in when you reach 100,000 subs? Snowball effect? What are you talking about? There's no snowball effect. I mean, if anything, I've probably already gotten the snowball effect. That's why I'm probably at almost 100,000. The only thing that increases your subscribers on YouTube, in my opinion, quality content. It's what people want. People gotta like your content and be like, I want some more of that, so I'm gonna hit this sub button. And that's it. Can't really buy subs. And even if you did, it wouldn't matter. It's not like it would turn into views. But views are the only thing that matter in the end. Yeah, you can have lots of subs and have a bad channel. I've had pretty fairly good views. I've like I've been getting roughly 2 million views per month for the last, I'm gonna say like 5 months. Daniel says, "What codes? What are the codes?" Oh, we're talking about Pokemon cards. We're not talking about Monster Hunter. I wish there was a Mushroom Mancer secret. That could be interesting. Yeah, they didn't really change Mushroom Mancer, did they? Did they? Actually, I don't remember. Never was a big fan of Mushroom Mancer. Bondi's hitting that sub button. Thank you very much, man. I'm ever closer to 100,000. I think I broke 93,000 yesterday? It was yesterday. Alright, Banbaro's down. Banbaro, get out of here. Get thee out of here. Oh, I thought I was carving. I'm reading the comment section. Is that a monster hitting me? What the? Where's that hunter? I can't tell. Oh, it's this stupid little skunk. Oh, wow. I am getting interrupted. Son of a bitch, man. Get out of here. They're like inside of his body. Must have been being interrupted by them. Dude! Oh my god. I don't think I've ever been more annoyed. Alright, last try. There we go. Do you think they'll expand to different video games? Oh, do you think you'll expand to different video games or content later on in this channel? Oh yeah, I'm certainly open to it. But for now, it's mostly going to be a Monster Hunter channel for now. Yeah, I'm open to it. It has to be a game that really captures my attention. Elden Ring, maybe? Ooh, Elden Ring by FromSoft? Big fan of FromSoft. If it's an online multiplayer game, oh, I could be hooked. There's no telling. Ooh. Antonio says, I don't think taking out the nat.dex hardly counts as ruining the game. What? Where's everyone meeting up at? Viper-Kadachi? Actually, does Viper-Kadachi take any fire damage? Better check beforehand. Ooh, 1-star fire. Well, we could always just use our clutch claw on him over and over. I wanted it. Wait, we can't go this way? Where do we go? 12-hour stream at 100,000 subs. What are you talking about? We're going to do the 24-hour stream at 100,000 subs. National Dex. Oh, you're talking about Pokemon. Pokemon. I don't think taking out the national dex hardly counts as ruining the game. Where am I running? I'm like reading the chat and not going the right direction. Do I still not have the Raider Rider in here? Ah, I need to get the Raider Rider done already. Just grab this Bariath footprint. Bariath is probably over there. I should get started on him. What do you think of Code Vein? I have not even touched Code Vein, so I have no opinion. Could be a really fun game. It seems to be popular. But I have no opinion. Ah, poor Victor. What? I pushed right trigger. Oh, I'm so sad. What the frick? Oh good, we do have the herbal medicine. Oh, the clutch claw is so buggy, man. Alright, here we go. There we go. D-Raider, he says, here's to your bowgun build. Good luck and good hunting. Thank you very much, man. To your bowgun build. By the way, if anyone here has wondered how to get the pop-up to occur on the screen, type his name in real fast. Yeah, so if you're ever wondering, how do you get this notification to pop up on screen, I'll show you real fast. Test donation. So I'm doing a test donation.
This is a test donation for. This is a test donation for.
The way that works is you have to use the Streamlabs link in the description of the video. So if you're ever curious in doing that, I think it's a little more fun than a super chats anyways. Though I don't mind the super chats, obviously. Crossing Ways says, "Hello, I love the Raider Rider." I do too. Raider Rider is awesome. So waterproof mantle isn't going to help us here. But we need a hot drink. We have one, in fact. Very good. Okay, so Bariath is here. I'm just going to move on to Bariath because I actually do damage to Bariath. Oh, he's been dung-potted. Alright, never mind about that. Woo! Shoot him in the head here. I wanted it. I wanted it. He's all wounded. Oh, just getting decent damage on him, I guess. It's not that good, honestly. Can't tell what's more damaging, though. Ooh, there we go. 300 damage. He's gonna throw him in a wall. Yes, he is. Might be able to cause a KO this way. Oops. They're already making people that want to take advantage of transfer from Gen 7 and earlier to pay for 2 subscription services. That alone makes Pokemon Sword and Shield kind of scummy. Scummy. Video games today are expensive, man. I don't know what to tell you. I hope, in the end, all that matters with the game is if it's fun. That's all that matters. You know, all the, oh, I'm going to criticize it for this, I'm going to criticize it for that. None of that even matters if the game is simply fun. It's just a matter of if the game's fun, though. And maybe it won't be. Maybe people will be like, wow, this game sucks. In which case, you should criticize them. Or maybe you'll play it and you'll go, this is kind of fun, but I overpaid for this, clearly. And then, you know, that's not good either. And it's their job to just try and make you happy as a consumer. I think people judging the game too quickly. You gotta see how people feel about it after it launches, I would say. Heart's broken. We're not getting any good damage with our fire ammo. Whee! Oh god. Oh, Elemental Charge Blade build next stream? That's an idea. Are they any good? The Elemental Charge Blades? The subscription is cheap though, it's like $4 to $5. Man. So if you played the earlier game, they're saying you can transfer your Pokemon over, but you have to pay money for it? Is that what I understand? Oh, I thought the trap was to drop the boulder on him. Nice job, guys. Alright, let's get this next guy. Video games have to make some sort of money. The money from the video game itself isn't enough anymore. Yeah, monetization's gotten all crazy, hasn't it? But I mean, think about it. Their job is to make as much money as they can for their product. If you're satisfied with the product, then, you know, they should be allowed to ask for you to pay for it. That's exactly how it should work. It's exactly how it should work. You know, people were mad that Capcom's charging $40 for Iceborne, but it's like, come on, really? How can you be mad at Iceborne? $40 too. Like, I wish they had. The only criticism I have so far, the biggest criticism is like, well, obviously the UI should be in alphabetical order. Number one pet peeve. But also, it's like, I wish they had brought this out sooner. You know, that's it. Like, if they'd brought this out like a few months earlier, and I would have been happy to pay $40 then too. All right, let's get our mantle on. Oh, that's a waterproof mantle. Well, let's start doing damage to him. We actually deal damage to this guy. He takes a lot of damage from fire damage. Ow, he actually got me. I rolled and everything. Look at this guy jumping around. Yeah, I think they took too long bringing out the expansion, if anything. Can't wait for Monkey. Pokebank was always a subscription. I don't know. I don't even know what Pokebank is because I haven't played in so long. It'll be fun playing though. I intend to play Sword and Shield and it'll be fun. Whoa! Donation!
Sorry, here's to your stream lab. Good luck.
No problem, man. And thank you for the second donation. That's very generous of you. Oh, right. I was saying I'm looking forward to trying out Sword and Shield after opening all these Pokemon cards, you know. Oh, man. This guy jumps around a lot. Kind of wish I had, like, paralysis ammo for my team. Alright. Should be using my counter mods. I wanted it. Look how much he moves around just when he's mounted even. Where do we get the best damage at? Is his tail maybe? Oh, it might be the tail actually. Oh yeah, it's the tail. Tail's pretty good. He moves too much though. I don't know if I want to focus. Oh, snap. This guy's gonna kill me, man. I don't know. How do you guys feel about this investigation? This investigation's been taking a long time just for 4 decorations. Look, we're at the 20-minute mark. Is that the 20-minute mark? This guy's annoying, dude. He is all over the place. I should make a Barrier guide. I was surprised Iceborne wasn't a full-priced game. You know, I think that $40 was just right. You know, if it was a full-priced game, I would have expected maybe like some truly new... Like, it definitely would have to include a brand new weapon. And it would definitely have to include some brand new monster skeletons, ones I've never seen before, not even in GU. So what they've done, I think, is really appropriate. I've seen these skins in GU, like this particular one, and a lot of the monsters are made with old skins, like Namielle is Valhazak, and Velkhana is Kushala Daora, right? So there's a lot of reworking of the skins, and it's not that bad. And it was only 40 bucks, so it's just kind of like, yeah, that's just fine. I don't mind that at all. Seems about right. In terms of value. Whoa, he moves fast. Look at this guy. Ouch. Now I die. Get this max potion going again. Nearly out of ammo. Woo! Do you expect to get the online service for free? They already gave the service free for a year. What? I don't know what you're referring to. The online service? You mean for Pokemon? I don't know what to expect for free. Free healthcare, free education. But is it ever really free? Is anything ever truly free? Or is that just trick language for please buy this? Oh. There we go. I can't move. Man, we need some more fire ammo. Also, I need to be plucking fruits from these frozen foliage. What do you want for the next title? I want a rework of underwater combat since it's a really unique system. 2 new weapons, definitely for the new title. 2 new weapons. Boy, it's hard to say. This is a rich game. I feel like they have so much already. Have you considered maybe like a game mode where one player gets to play as the monster? Or do you think everyone would just be fully opposed to that? Maybe a rework of how the monster AI works. Right now it feels like the monster makes a lot of its moves almost like RNG style with some exceptions, right? Like you can tell if you move away, the monster notices that you've moved away, stuff like that, but nothing really complicated. Ah, oh, can't believe that didn't land. I'm terrible with these counter mines. Counter blast mines. Counter wyvern blast. Dude. Yo, one question, the handler or Mr. X? Mr. X. Oops. What happened? So going from Gen 7 to Gen 8, the number of things we have to just subscribe to will double. Then we'll have to pay for the online, and now the games go up in price by $20. Yeah, I mean, like, what does that even mean, double? Did you mean you had one subscription and now you have two? Because that's technically a double. Are you saying you had 4 subscriptions and now, or you had 2 subscriptions and now you have 4? So that's very, very different situations. If Nintendo is saying, hey, you can bring back your old Pokemon from the previous game, but you have to pay in order to do that, I guess I could see why they would do that. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Maybe there's an actual reason, like maybe it's hard for them to store that information on a server or something. Or it costs money for people to be transferring stuff over the internet, you know, security and all that. You gotta host a server that can transfer Pokemon back and forth with no cheating, probably. Yeah, there's the old Wyverian. The first Wyverian. Easy ration. Wow. I just got an easy ration from one of those little dudes who's dead, and it's actually, like, perfect. It's exactly what I want. Did you know that you can cultivate dung pots now in Iceborne? What? You're lying to me. Phantom Core Ore. Very cool. Ouch. Latent power. Alright, let's get some damage on him. So the fire damage on this weapon actually is just okay, it seems. Against Barrier in particular. Oh, there we go. Maybe it's just because no wounded parts. I don't know. I wanted it. Oh, he's hurt. He's capturable. I'll pay an extra 20 if there's no more microtransactions. I want a game at full price to be the full game. I can understand that sentiment. Nice job, everyone. Can you make a video on how PC players need to prepare for Iceborne without spoilers, of course? Right, that was one of the videos I was going to make, actually. Look at this little dude. He's so mad, I love it. Alright, let's update that snack fund. Thank you, Gee Raider. Look at all this material. All that for these 4 decorations. Took us 25 minutes. I don't know about that. Poison coat, dragon, resistor, refresh, attack jewel. Nothing real important. Well, I guess we needed to fight those monsters a little more though. Pedro says, Gameconomist, I noticed you've been streaming about making various builds, but those videos are 2 hours. Do you plan to make different videos highlighting the builds? Just wanted to know what to expect. My favorite thing to work on, Pedro, is actually counter builds for particular fights. I feel like those are the best kind of builds because you're you're not just putting together something generally high damage that you think people appreciate, but counter builds usually work really well since you look at exactly what that monster is going to trip you up on, and you're able to build well for it. For example, like if you're fighting Shara Ishvalda and you're not using a Bowgun, maybe you want to build Mirewalker, right? And then that's something that you could probably fit into your build without giving up very much damage. So that's my favorite way to put builds together. And right now I haven't made a lot of counter builds just because there's been so much to work on. I just did my all items review. So I don't know, everyone's throwing out like a million builds right now. They're like, you could build this, build that, build this. And I haven't done that quite as much as the other YouTubers. I've just been focusing on whatever kind of interests me. The next video coming out will be a Shara Ishvalda complete monster guide. It will be about 30 minutes long, and I think you guys will enjoy that one. But as for what builds will I do next, it's just kind of random. If I decide to do a counter build, I'll do a counter build. If I decide to just kind of showcase a weapon like I did with the Shara Ishvalda heavy bowgun, maybe I'll do that as well. I think in that case it depends on how popular I think that weapon could become as people discover it. Shadow Core ore is easy, just do Tempered Elders. That's right. I want surprise mechanics in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Surprise mechanics. Gold Wyverian print. Here's a Slay Kirin. He takes fire damage. Oops. Alright, let's see how good fire... I don't think fire ammo is as good against a monster like Kirin, so we're going to test that out right now. He also doesn't really take as much poison damage either, does he? Also, I've noticed I don't really pay attention to my mods as much. Oops, I didn't mean to talk to my cat. What I meant to do, I want to change my custom mods. So, I don't want this, actually. Evade reload, I don't see myself ever using it. Heavy bowgun only. Reload assist changes nothing. Recoil suppressor changes nothing as well. Well, that's confusing. I don't really know what to put on then. I guess evade reload. I mean, no, we should put on one of these. We'll do long barrel. Alright. And in fact, we will save that. I found I'm not using my counter Wyvern Blast because I'm so focused on my ammo, actually. Alright, so we have long barrel, and long barrel should make it so that we can be even further away and still get our kills. We'll eat a meal for, what, veggie platter maybe? Ooh, there's Defender High. I like that. Thunder is, it's not 20 though. Well, let's head out. Who cares? Oh, you know what? I care. Let's put on the Thunderproof Mantle. Duh. Oh, that's temporal. Here we go. Whoa, am I the only one? Oh, I guess nobody needs Kirin. Let's get started. Why not? Check out your farm for the dung pods. Ooh, I'm sorry. We'll check it out in a minute. I will check it out for a minute. In a minute. Thanks for the answer. I've been using the Solemn Heavy Bowgun build you mentioned. It honestly rekindled my love for Monster Hunter World, so that helped me a lot. Nice. Yeah, I was thinking about doing the Greatsword. A video on the Greatsword. The acidic Greatsword. But I don't know, the Brute Tigrix Greatsword. I want to try it out as well before I start making videos. I've had a pretty slow start on build videos. I feel like there's always this rush to be the first to get your videos out to the market, if you want to use the kind of terminology. You know, because there's a lot of money involved, actually. And I personally just want to play the game. I want to play the game, feel like I kind of know what I'm talking about a little more before, because I could just say, you know, very vague things, and people probably click that and enjoy it as a form of entertainment, but I don't know, I just feel less informative. Speculative, almost. That's not a good way to feel, especially when you're like, oh right, we gotta injure him ourselves, I suppose. Alright, so this is going to be fire ammo rather than sticky ammo, and a big part of this is trying to decide which one's doing a better job. Alright, take the head here. Ooh, she still got me. Or he. And I'm paralyzed. I'm definitely dead. That would have been nice if that move had hit me even. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh. I tried to dodge it. All right. I like how my cat can just be there and the whole move will miss him. Alright, so we still have the same issue where Kirin's body becomes immune to bullets when he becomes enraged. I feel that Counter Wyvern Blast is better for solo play. I think that's a good point to make. Game Freak gave us an excuse for why they are not, but the excuse is clearly a lie. Man, how do you get such extreme feelings? I'm not trying to be like rude or anything, but you sound like somebody who's been watching too much news or something. How could Bernie Sanders say that? I can't believe Donald Trump would literally kill all the babies. You know, they're just a company trying to provide the best service they can to their customers at the highest profit margin. That was what every single company was always trying to do. And the game hasn't even launched yet. You're so critical of it. I feel like without looking it up, without actually like getting on the internet and looking it up, I have a strong suspicion that there's probably a bunch of YouTube videos complaining about the next Pokemon, going, it's gonna suck. Ooh, you've been lied to. Ooh, you've been lied to. This company just coming in with the profits. God, we hate profits. Hate them. You hate them, I hate them. We all hate profits, right? And maybe that's me speaking for ignorance because I didn't actually play the previous game, but I kind of know how YouTube goes, right? I've been doing YouTube for a while. The whole point of getting someone to click on your video is you have to say something so outrageous that it gets somebody's interest, right? Saying, yes, everything's normal, doesn't really get a click. Saying, I can't believe Nintendo would do this to us. To us! Saying that gets a click. Saying something exceedingly negative gets a click, right? Will this be the last Pokemon game ever? Nintendo destroying Pokemon? Question mark? That gets a click. That's just how it works. I've been doing YouTube long enough to understand that really well now. And you're coming in here so mad at a game that hasn't even launched. It hasn't even launched, man. You're so sure that you hate it. You know, wait for the reviews to come in. At least that. And there'll probably be people who write a review who are just mad at the game. And maybe they didn't even play it and they just wrote the review angrily. John Doe says, if you mutilate and rend his body with your clutch claw, wound it, the bullets can once again do damage to him. Nice. I feel like we're addicted to being outraged at things. Things we love, even. So weird, you know? Like, man, I love Pokemon. And also, I hate Game Freak. Hate them. How could you do this to me? Oh my gosh. I don't feel like the flaming ammo's really done that well. I actually wish I had the sticky. Because look, sometimes when I'm hitting his body when he's enraged, I'm actually... Ooh! I'm actually doing 0 to him. Yeah, his bullet shield's too good. It's too effective versus fire ammo. So, and his body's really small too. Tell you what, why don't we jump down and grab our KO ammo? Game Freak made a video where they stated they are not Nintendo. It is true though. Game Freak is a separate company, and they're the ones who actually own the rights to Pokemon, I believe. But yeah, people, I feel it's too easy to watch YouTube or the news and have your whole attitude, not to, you know, just to be straightforward, kind of brainwashed, you know? And brainwashing is just really when somebody gets into your beliefs and affects your beliefs. So whenever you're watching a video, you should be like, is this video trying to affect my beliefs? Because I don't want that. I just want to be unaffected. YouTubers, the news, they're real good at that. That's why they do it. That's why they do it. I think sometimes people like to have a new belief. They like to hear someone talking and be like, yeah, now that's the belief that I have. Raul, he says, hey there, Gameconomist. I finally got augment materials for level 10 weapons, and I was wondering if paralysis is better or poison, either in solo or multiplayer. Well, first of all, let me update this snack fund. Thank you so much for that. Frosty's dowry is looking real good. And to answer your question, when it comes to poison weapons, here's the deal. So poison, similar to blast, they're both ailments. So they're affected by ailment skills, particularly like crit status. And the reason we're interested in them is because they're just going to deal straight damage. Okay, so poison deals damage, blast deals damage. In the base game, we didn't really care about poison. And that was... Oh, is he back down here? Did I go the wrong way? Oh, he's down here. The reason we didn't care about them was because the raw damage weapons were really strongly out-damaging almost all of the poison damage weapons. So all we cared about was total damage, right? Ooh! What the... I don't even know where I can walk. I didn't know where to go. I think he trapped me. Oh man, Kirin's been upgraded to Naughty Nooner for sure. Holy cow. Also, we need to grab the right. We got the wrong mantle. So in the base game, your total damage output on poison weapons was not very good. And then people said, well, don't use the poison weapons. Poison is bad. But poison itself was never necessarily bad. The real problem was which weapons the poison was on. Now in the Iceborne expansion, you have the gold Raytheon weapons, and the gold Raytheon weapons are actually really good damage already with their raw damage. And then they have their secondary damage output is coming from poison. And now you have to actually sit down and compare it to the other top raw weapons. So you go, well, if this has 500 attack and 240 poison, and this other weapon has 500 attack and can take elementless, which one of these do I want? So poison, I would say, is more viable, especially when you're talking about gold Raytheon weapons in particular. Okay, so gold Raytheon weapons are decent, and those will do well multiplayer or solo. Now, when you're talking about paralysis, my feelings on paralysis and the sleep ailment is that you're better off letting bows and bowguns focus on those ailments, and not really having any like physical weapons using those weapons. And the reason for that is because you can't really control when the monster goes to sleep or when the monster gets paralyzed. And this is a big problem because usually the fight gets more difficult in certain stages of the fight, whether it be when the monster is enraged, when your teammates are actually available to take advantage of something like paralysis, right? So let's say one of your teammates is dead, another teammate's scattered, you know, somewhere else where he shouldn't be, and it's just you and another teammate, right? So that would be a really inconvenient time to get that paralysis out, because really you would want to wait until everyone's surrounding the monster to paralyze it. Well, if you're using a bowgun, this is very easy to time. But if you're using a melee weapon, it could trigger any moment that you smack the monster. And this is the reason I don't like it on melee weapons. So sometimes people find... Oh. Jesus, man. He's really tough. The floor is lava for sure in this fight. Let's get rid of this real fast so I don't hurt myself. Woo! So in general, I avoid paralysis weapons, and in the base game, there was a insect glaive that had like the same raw as the other insect glaives, except it also had paralysis as a secondary ailment. And everyone was like, "Well, why don't you use the insect glaive? It's so good." And it's like, no, because I don't want to paralyze the monster. I want to save the ailments for a bow user or a bowgun user to use at a much more appropriate time. Now you could change that argument if nobody on your team was going to be using paralysis, then you could be like, well, some paralysis is better than none. But even in that case, I feel that you're better off just going for an ailment and just having your weapon do more damage. And that's especially true in single player, but in multiplayer you might want that paralysis because your whole team can benefit from it. Oh, it still hit me. Jesus. Good thing I had Rocksteady. Do you really want to augment status on those weapons? Those are usually affinity or healing augs are the... Oh, he's talking about... Is he talking about ailment augmentations? Do those augmentations add ailment to your weapon, or do they simply improve the ailment on the weapon? I think I might have misunderstood the question. In general, the best thing you can take for an augmentation is going to be health regen or affinity. Those two things. Especially nowadays, now that affinity is harder to get because of the changes to max might and weakness exploit. Yeah, it's going to be health regen or augmentation most of the time. Poor Kirin. You'll notice I'm not softening his parts at all because I don't have to. That's because the sticky ammo completely ignores wounded parts, I believe. It should be ignoring it. It's an explosive damage type. His own value shouldn't affect explosive damage. 4 players all with paralysis melee weapons is fun. Yeah, so we actually tested that before on the Ancient Lesson. 4 paralysis hammers. And you know what the thing that actually stood out about that fight was how hard it became to crowd control him later when his paralysis resistance was very high. So there was a point where the threshold to paralyze him was really high, and then we still had a lot of the fight left because our weapons, paralysis weapons, weren't doing as much damage as just the highest damage raw weapon. So in the end, it didn't actually make the fight easier, having all that paralysis. Ouch. Nice. Shoot you in the face. Ouch. Oh, he's enraged, actually. Oh, frick. Dude, getting these counter wyvern blasts is actually really tricky. Ooh. The only thing really good about Sticky is the KO. The damage is mid-tier. I wouldn't even say mid-tier. I would say it's on the low side. The KO is the best part about the ammo. It's also very easy. I think you have to give it credit for that. Look at this guy, man. Friendship is not magical with this guy. I'm almost out of Sticky. Come on over, booty cheeks. Ouch. He's like, yeah, I'll come over and wreck you. Dang, dude. These countermines are so hard to use against this guy. I would be better off if I was just using regular Wyvern Blast, it almost feels like. Wyvern Blast is an important part of your damage output against this fight, against this monster. Oops. Wow, I was just trying to use my Clutch Claw. How much health does this guy have? Oh, I was out of that range. Perfect. Alright, so I'm seeing a dragon pod. That's good news. Get him, kitty! Yes! Last two shots. Come back! Oh my god. You should try to dodge Ecliptic Meteor with Clutch Claw. It's fun. I saw that. Yeah. Does focus work on Wyvern ammo for heavy bowgun? Yes, it does. Let's see. Devil's Madness. For elemental damage, even if it's not the best light bowgun, I'm using Lunastra Xeno and Lunastra. I think he's talking about the sticks and the blaze. Is that what you mean, Crooks? Yeah, the sticks is actually really nice, isn't it? Up we go. Pokemon have been doing amazing with their soundtrack for all the games. I'm always amazed. No, you're not allowed to have any positive feelings about Pokemon. Haven't you gotten the memo? Game Freak sucks. They're corporate elitists who just want all your money and they hate you. They took out the national decks because they're like, how quickly can we destroy our brand? That's what they were asking themselves. Actually, what they were really asking themselves, they're like, how quickly can we get this guy to hate us? Oh my god, did that just happen? Let's go ahead and eat a max potion. Ha, you like Pokemon? Give me some time to change your mind. There we go. Ouch. Put him to sleep, actually. I forgot about this. Alright. Mega Barrel Bomb time. Focus works on blowgun? It sure does. Ouch. I love that my little cat's doing some of the work there. What? Was he enraged? I guess I couldn't knock him out of that move. Oh no. I had to do it 3 times. That's no good. Did you guys know that Kirins are in My Little Pony now? That's right, My Little Pony. How long has this fight been going on? Man, this is a long friggin' fight. Can't believe I dodged that. You are insane, Kirin. Why are you so crazy? Get that horse butt out of my face! Yeah, that's right. Where do you think you're going? He tried to leave. What? Give me that wedge beetle. I just wondered if he got knocked down. Gen 5 was my fave. Not sure how I feel about that. Pokemon stopped being good around the 4th gen. Not allowed to say that. I think the problem with Pokemon games in general is that they've been designed mostly for children, and I want to know if they change that, basically. If they make it real challenging for adults, I will be incredibly surprised and impressed. Both of those at the same time. Wow, the first thing this guy does is stun me. I gotta sneeze. Well, when you gotta sneeze, but the sneeze ain't coming. Come on over, Kirin. Wow. What is even the point? Wow, dude. This fight is so ridiculous. In your latest video, you said Immunizer gives recovery up. It's actually recovery speed. You even used the recovery up graphic. I felt that I have to let you know to keep misinformation away. Thank you very much, man. Recovery up. You know, I did the commentary off the cuff without a I did it without a script. I probably meant to say recovery speed, and I said recovery up, because they're so similar in name. And then the person who did the editing probably didn't know the difference. Yeah, there is a difference between that. Recovery up makes it so that when you heal a larger amount, whereas recovery speed makes you recover your red bar faster. That's a big difference. I'm wondering if I should re-upload it, but he was saying he was having trouble rendering it. Maybe I can leave a note in the comment section. 5th gen was a transitional period. Oh, we're still talking about Pokemon, huh? Pokemon. Hyperfire says, I feel like a boomer right now. Part of the boomer generation. He's got his Monster Energy drink. He's like, I can still get a girlfriend. Sure you can. Sit down over here, Grandpa. Jump to this wedge beetle over here. Wow, this fight has been atrocious. I'm thinking spread ammo or normal shot ammo would have been nicer. We learned that fire ammo does not work on this guy. Did we die, by the way? Did he kill us? I think he killed us. Look at him flailing. He's like, oh. Yeah, that's right. You son of a bleeblorp. Please, just die. Why are you still alive? Someone explain how this guy is still alive. Yeah, we got 500 on him. Dude. Oh. Son of a... What was that, like a 30-minute fight, man? Is there a way to bring the sticky build to Iceborne? Sticky feels so good on KOs, but just does so little damage. I have to agree. I have to completely agree with that. He has guts. Not enough stickies. Thunder Pony literally too angry to die. Yeah, so that's, again, one of those fights where I feel like you learn a little bit. I think we learned there that the sticky ammo, even if you're putting it out fairly consistently, you're not going to get enough damage. Not going to get enough damage. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, look at that. This just came back just for me. Should have brought that hard-hitting exhaust ammo light bowgun. Trying to think of what I would have preferred to have done in that fight. Maybe normal ammo? Alright, we did get some Kirin. We got a sealed face stone. Let's see what that gave us. Draw protection. Physique. Critical protection. Crit boost and divine blessing. Whoa! It's not really too important to me, to be honest. I'm looking for weakness exploit crit eye. That's what I'm looking for. Whew! Oh, I got the shivers just saying it. Weakness exploit crit eye. Giant decoration. Quick-witted, he says, hey, bro. He says, hey, brother, hope all is well. It is now. I got that quick-witted donation. I got to update the snack fund. Thank you once again, Route Wool, Pandy. Did I say snack fund? I meant Frosty's dowry. Frosty's, we've put Frosty in the Discord. We've put him into a forced marriage. And this is all going toward the dowry. Spread in general is good. That bowgun has spread 3. Spread 3 is an ogre heavy bowgun. Shara Ishvalda quest appeared. Oh, get over yourself, Shara Ishvalda quest. Let's see, what do we got next? So we used the fire ammo, and it was actually really good against Namielle. It was okay against Barriath. Who else was it good on? Oh, we never tested it on Velkhana, did we? Should we test it on Velkhana or move on? Oh, I want to test it on Velkhana, I really do. I want to know if it makes Velkhana easy. Argent Ray. Alright, we'll grab that right there. I'm a little disappointed that this light bowgun doesn't have paralysis ammo, doesn't have sleep ammo. I would say that's a fairly large drawback. But when it comes to elemental ammo, you're always trying to do a little more damage with the elemental ammo. You're always like, man, this would be nice if it just did a little more damage. So what can I say? Also, there's Valhazak to consider, and Shrieking Legiana. Wow. And Acidic Glavenus. It works on all these monsters, doesn't it? But do we not have a... I guess we don't have a... Fire ammo is quite important in this game, from what I'm seeing. Provisions Manager, Manage Investigation. We want Velkhana. Here it is, Velkhana. What do we got? That one's okay. And then that one's okay. It's a little bit better than the other one. Here's a Slave Velkhana. 2 people. Too bad. 2 people again. How about this one? Oh, that's Pink Raytheon. Alright, then probably this one? Probably take that one. Sealants Potter says, been missing your stream for 3 days straight. Send him to the gulag. This is unacceptable. Here it is. Here's the Velkhana. Hopefully somebody wants to join this time. You guys made me do that Kirin all by my lonesome. How many people we got in here? Oh, not that many people. Must be a quiet Sunday, quiet Saturday night or something. You know, we don't have the largest audience either. The audience grew quite slowly, so maybe today's just not the day for Monster Hunter for some reason. Body's too small for Pierce to do good damage. Better off with normal shot or spray it. Are you talking about Kirin? Who are you talking about? Fumetto says Namielle Light Bowgun is like Glutton Mini with the spread too. Oh, very cool. Good to hear that. All right, we got Victor. See, we're not gonna be all alone this time. It's late. Oh, it is late. It's 1 a.m. in the morning, but it's Saturday, guys. Technically, it's Sunday now. Take items. Oh, here we go. What is the point of roasting any of these? I will give it a Rathalos tail. I'm trying to join, but it won't let me. What? That's not okay. John Doe says 580 people is still a good amount. No, it's unacceptable. We have to have 1,000 people. I'm just teasing. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. We got room for more people if more people want to join and play. Session is in fact not full. Half 1,000 people, you smug frick. It's not that crazy. If you've watched people on like, you know, like, what is it? Twitch? Is that the other streaming site? Not that crazy. What is the average age of your viewers? Because the main have jobs or old. Yeah, so Jaden, my average viewer is going to be about 30, believe it or not. I have a fair number. Probably the largest group of viewers are between the ages of like 18 and 24. So there's plenty of young viewers. But then after 18 to 24, what's surprising is my second largest group is between the ages of like 24 and like 30 or something like that. So a huge chunk of my audience is between 18 and 30, and below 18, it just almost doesn't even exist. It just drops off hard. There's very few very young people watching compared to the majority of my audience, which is an older audience. And even so much that I have like more people who are like over the age of like 30s, you know, like heading towards 40s and 50s, which is really, is quite interesting. Yeah, it's quite interesting. We're fighting Velkhana. I should have an ice... What am I doing? I should have my ice mantle. It makes perfect sense if you think about it. Can you really imagine like a 12-year-old kid playing this game seriously? I don't think they could handle it. I think it's too tough of a game. David Larson says I'm 12. I'm 16. Good night. Have fun. Good luck. 15. So yeah, the largest group is between 18 and 24. Let's grab this right here. Monster Hunter is pretty hard for young people, but not all. Yeah, I agree with that. There are some, for example, when I was young, I played so many games, I can't imagine it would have been too tough for me. I probably still would have played it. Price the Beast says 27. Oh, it's my wife's alarm going off there. Hey man, I got further into the video. You said Demon Drug is 7 raw and Mega Demon Drug is 10 raw, but Wiki says Demon Drug is 5 raw and Mega is 7 raw. I don't know if Wiki is right or if you are right. I'm probably right. I think I cross-checked my information with several other YouTubers who... I can't remember... I believe I checked with Gaijin Hunter. I definitely checked Gaijin Hunter. I can't remember who else I checked. Because I was afraid of making that very mistake of putting in the wrong information for the Demon Drug. Because when I looked at it, it seemed everyone had a different opinion. Let's go ahead and put on the Rocksteady mantle. Just me and Victor. DW, you can be our daddy. Who? Who's DW? Alright, we gotta get these parts weakened. I wanted it. Ooh. Yeah, it's funny. You'd think that that information is more obvious and more available, but the information that usually gets passed around is the information on what stacks. And even that information, I found one YouTuber who was wrong about it. And everyone was correcting him in his comment section. It was kind of funny. I was like, oh, geez. Good night, mate. Hope you have a happy Sunday. See you later, John Doe. Thanks for watching. Alright, let's start putting these down, by the way. Come on over. Is this a PlayStation 4 stream today? Ah, oh, come on, man. That's exactly what I didn't want. Here we go. That's what I wanted. We know that fire ammo actually works on Velkhana. I should have already known this because we used this in the beta. Duh. We used this in the beta and it worked in the beta, didn't it? Oops. Crazy Velkhana. Those ice walls, they stop me from shooting her. So funny. What? How did that reach me? That's way too much range for that move. I didn't bother dodging because I was like, no way that reaches me. So I have to say, the fire ammo so far has been most effective against Namielle, and it has been really effective against Namielle. I mean, seriously, it's kind of crazy when I think back on it. I was just like melting. I was just pouring damage into him. This fight feels more like how elemental ammo generally feels. It's like this constant struggle to deal more damage. You're like, ah, I wish I was doing more damage. Come here, Velkhana. Dude, stop moving, Velkhana. Let me shoot you. See, and they fall the hammer. Get him! Nice. Here comes the damage. This is the damage you want. Part's broken. Good job on that. Velkhana's in so much trouble right now. I'm in danger. Alright, the parts aren't necessarily wounded anymore. Nice. That was a good moment there. We got a lot of damage on him, I'm sure. We were all ganged up on him. Hey, Gameconomist, do you think publishers really have a hard time porting games for GPU part compatibility? Or is it protecting the sales for the first 6 months as well as data mining opinions? I strongly believe that if they could have launched PC at the same time, they would have liked to, because I think they would have made far more money launching it at the same time before the story gets spoiled, because one of the biggest selling points to like a video game and to a movie is you don't know what happens. You don't know, how it feels. And once the game actually comes out, all of that newness is spoiled. It's a big selling point, in my opinion. So, in my opinion, whatever is causing them to have trouble porting it over is very likely legit. And I've heard all the theories like, oh yeah, they're just trying to double sell the game or whatever. I don't agree with that at all. I don't think any company would want to do that. And also, I have, you know, I went to school for software engineering. I can tell you, in fact, things are, you know, if you don't have any experience with like code, software, or anything like that, I can guarantee you it is actually extremely complex, surprisingly complex. And so I don't know what would cause them to have so much trouble, but it's just that it's my opinion that they're not trying to do some sneaky on its customers. Yeah, if we just don't sell them the game, we'll sell even more games later. You know, it's just like, when has that worked for any kind of media? If we don't sell them the game, later we'll sell even more of it. And I don't think we will. I think people will have watched the game on the internet and been done with it. You know what I mean? Have you ever watched a game on the internet and then you're like, you know, I'm not going to buy this? That's what really happens. That's what really happens. You get plenty of people that decide, alright, I've had enough. I've enjoyed it in the form of watching it on YouTube. And now I don't need to buy it. They said they wanted to make sure the PC port is perfect. See, I could believe that because when you look at their games, when you look at Monster Hunter World and the expansion, there's so few like glitches in this game. Very few. It runs very smooth. It's just really well polished. And so if it's taking them a long time to get it over, and you were to say, well, they're just trying to get the game bug-free and really well polished, I would easily believe that. I'd be like, yep, that seems like what they do in general. By the way, we're doing great damage, guys. I don't know if you noticed this. Really consistent damage. The trick is kind of to shoot into the fat part of the tail right there. See that fat part? Just shoot. When you're behind Velkhana, you just kind of shoot into that fat part. I wanted it. Tons of damage. We could poison him, or we can just keep shooting him with fire ammo. Which one do you think does more damage? One shot poison that doesn't even cause poison on that shot, or one shot of fire ammo? Huh. I think it's the fire ammo. Which is why you don't always use your poison ammo, because you don't need to. Oh, dang. Look at that. And he's gone. See? Perfect. Trying to get away, we're like, nope, we got fire ammo. Frick you. Fix loading screens, Monster Hunter devs, please. They're like, they'll adjust. They'll get used to the long load screens. Heck 'em. But spoiling data mining is all the same damage against the story, weapon stats, etc. You know, I've had a lot of time to think about data mining because I've actually benefited from it in the form of being able to make my videos seem more informative. You know, there's the Palico Party website where we've displayed the hit zone values for the monsters, and we'll probably do that again for Iceborne. But it's just, it feels like, yeah, it feels like the developers could have shown us those hit zone values on their own anytime they wanted to, and they intentionally did not. So I'm surprised they don't actually like kind of go after the people who are data mining. David says that you should visit Norway one day. You'll be surprised by all the nature, especially when it's winter. So beautiful. We also have the world's best chocolate. This is a fact. I would actually love to visit Norway and Sweden and Finland and the UK and Ireland, Scotland, right? Those are all part of it, I suppose. All those areas, Germany, Belgium, I would actually like to go do that. It's just the case that I got 2 student loans, 2 mortgages, and all this other stuff. So right now it's going to be grindy time for me. PC loading screens are very short. If you have a strong PC, that is. Quick wit is like Palico Party. He doesn't know about Palico Party. Let me put a link in the description. He doesn't know. Oops. Oh wait, that's not. It didn't actually show up as a link. It's just palicoparty.com. I'm so dumb. I'm so used to sharing videos. Data mining is fine if it's for damage and stuff, but data mining to spoil the story and that kind of thing, it's not fine, and that's my opinion. Yeah, it's just that I think players enjoy data mining information like monster hit zone values because it makes the game easier. That's the truth. It gives you information that makes the game easier. But the developers could have released that information anytime they wanted to, and they didn't. So this makes me feel that the data mining is technically cheating, and that we are actually, hacking the game. It's not what they intended. I don't really know how I feel about it. I don't think it's, it's not that big of a deal. People want it so badly. And again, I kind of benefit from it, so. But I feel like if I was probably a Capcom employee, I'd be looking at it a little differently. I'd be like, yeah, you guys aren't supposed to be doing that. That's probably how I'd be looking at it. Okay, well, we got through a 2-hour round of this live stream. Let's take a look at the other light bowguns that we're interested in crafting, because this one did really well. You guys saw it tearing up monsters that were weak to ice, especially. I felt that Namielle and Velkhana were actually both really weak to the fire ammo. I liked that. So let's see. Forge equipment, weapons. We were actually working on the Namielle light bowgun, and we might be ready. Actually, I think we already have it partially built, don't we? Let's go to category. Sticks, dementia. Here it is, right here. And there it is. We're able to upgrade it. So we got the last upgrade for black. What is this called? Actinula. Black Actinula. So that one's done. And that one's giving us the best water damage. Not to mention it has decent paralysis and sleep. And I have just been told Fumetto likes the level 2 spread ammo on it. That's cool. So that's fire and water. We need thunder and we need ice. I think that for ice we were actually deciding to use the Styx light bowgun. Hold on. I think we already have the Styx light bowgun. Right, so we have this one, and it will actually do both thunder and water. Oh, but not ice. So we need an ice light bowgun. So Black Actinula will actually do higher water damage than the Styx. Styx will give us thunder, though. Blackwing bowgun, Ice Hawk. Ice Hawk gives us freeze. The problem I have with Ice Hawk is it's only giving us 3 shots of the freeze rather than 4. So you'll notice with Argent Ray, it's 4 shots of flaming, but when we scroll down, it's 3 shots of ice with the Ice Hawk. So I think we were looking to see if there was a better ice light bowgun, which would be really sad, because you would think that, of all things, you would expect an ice light bowgun to be dominated by Velkhana, but let's see. So it wasn't going to be thunder element, ice. I thought maybe we were considering the blaze, weren't we? So blaze has 4 shots of freeze, 338 attack, and 20% affinity, which is actually useful. 338 attack and 20% affinity. Black steel. That's going to be rapid fire freeze as well. So that's 338 and 10% though. So 338 and 20, 338 and 10. For whatever reason, this game does not like Kushala Daora. You know why? Because we're going to get rusted Kushala Daora. That's why. And then it's going to continue to upgrade. There's Black Actinula, Mythical 3 Evils. Does do freeze, but it's not the rapid fire. Does 7 shots of freeze, kind of like a heavy bowgun. And that's 325 with 0% affinity. It's not very good. Fading Blossom is single shot. Ghost. Brachydios. Barroth. Mammoth is 345. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to do that. Ah, god dang it. I lost my place. That's Banbaro tree, right? Mammoth, right. Lavasia Nargacuga. I just like saying it that way. Nargacuga. Gyrototus. Bayo Shooter. 338, but 0% affinity. So, still the Blaze Tree, right? Fulgur Shot. What's this? Flaming and Thunder. I don't think we'll ever use that. Valtree. I know that doesn't have ice. Graceful Almeria is 351. Okay, so that is higher than 328, but notice, no 20% affinity. So that 20% affinity is nice. And now here's the real kicker. Only 3 shots of freezing. Only 3 shots, so you reload every 3rd shot. We come down here to blaze, 4 shots of freeze. So you get 20% affinity and another bullet in your clip in a small clip. It's kind of meaningful here because you don't want to reload a lot in the fight. So let's see what else though. Bone Tree, Coral Puki, Ice Element, 312, 30% affinity. This is the barrier. But look at that. It's a heavy bowgun style freeze ammo. 7 shots of it. Despot's Wildfire, Argent Ray is fire, obviously. Cursed Fire, what is that? Tigrex? I don't think that has ice. 351 at negative 20%, it's no good. Bazoguse is not going to be ice. Glavenus is not going to be ice. Yeah. Just double checking. Paolumu, nRyG. nRyG isn't ice, right? It's water and dragon. Alright. Just double checking. Yeah, I actually think the Blaze Light Bowgun is the best freeze ammo bowgun. Can we upgrade it? We already have the Great Bowgun, Dio Nigashima. Well, where is it? Oh, it's right here. We need 4 Lunastra Hardhorn. I'll give Lunastra a Hardhorn. Yep, and then we will pretty much be done with the elemental ammo. Crook says, look, Lunastra Light Bowgun. Yeah, we'll pretty much be done with... You talking about this? What are you talking about? We will pretty much be done with the elemental ammo types on the light bowguns. Guiding Lands is best for master rank leveling. I think I agree with that. Yeah. So, interesting. I think we're nearly done with the light bowgun weapon class. It's kind of interesting. I have a real tricky quest, says a Geed. Let's see what he's talking about. Ooh, I love the way this light bowgun looks. That's cool. It's a neat design. Is it this one? Oh man, I don't even want to touch it. Alright, because we are 2 hours and 12 minutes in, and that will probably take us a half hour, and then my butt will hurt. Let's go ahead and give you guys the wave. Thank you so much to everyone who was making donations. It's very kind of you. And I'm going to go ahead and take a break. It's the weekend. Thank you all for watching. Sorry to see you all go. There's like 600 of you guys watching. See, the show should go on, but it's like, dude, it's 1:27 in the morning. Yeah, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.